So I've got quite a haul to share with you today. I was so happy when Yamazaki reached out to me to try their products because I have always been so curious about them. So I want to start off this video by first saying thank you to Yamazaki. These are all things that I selected myself, and we're going to start with the kitchen items first. To be honest, I never bought anything from them because the prices seemed a bit high for what they were, so I was especially curious to find out whether these premium prices are worth it or not. So this steel shelf rack, for example, is $28. Immediately, I can feel how heavy this is. It's got these pads on the bottom to prevent it from slipping around, and there's also an indented surface on top to keep things in. If you look closely, you can see the metal surface. It's got kind of a rough texture, which I think is going to give it some grip for whatever you're placing on the shelf. So I've got this wire shelf from Daiso, which is probably only about $2, but you can see how flimsy it is in comparison. And sometimes I do panic a little when I'm grabbing cups off of it, so I'm curious to see how much nicer this more stable shelf is. You can also use these on your countertop and stack them, as you can see on this example photo. I'm so excited to try this bread box. So Jason and I love a good toast or sandwich, and usually by about day 2 to 3 of buying new bread, I'll put it in the fridge to prevent molding. This works, but it doesn't keep that texture of fresh bread, so that's why I wanted to try this box. This has a magnetic top to keep the lid closed and minimizes airflow so that your bread can stay fresh for as long as possible without molding. It's also very spacious in here, so I figured that this would be nice as a little breakfast morning station, and I love that the top area can also be used as like an additional shelf space. I've seen photos of microwaves being put on top of this on like an open countertop space, so I think that this design is just really nice for maximizing space in a small kitchen. But in terms of the bread box part, I think we'll have to see how well this works over time. Next, we've got their best-selling dish rack. So I really wanted this for our kitchen makeover, but ended up buying a knockoff on Amazon to stay within my budget. I think the handle silhouette of the Yamazaki one is just so much prettier. Again, it's heavy and it's made of that same steel and wood. I really like the warmth that these wooden accents bring on these products. The quality is definitely much nicer than my knockoff one, but honestly, visually and functionally, they are so similar, and I don't want to get rid of my dish rack because it serves us well and I wouldn't want to waste it. I haven't decided yet, but I think I'm either going to save this as like a housewarming gift or for the future when our current one wears down. Moving on, I got a multifunctional foldable dish drainer. This thing is pretty neat because it can serve as extra drying space for those like heavy hand wash days when you've got extra things like pots. You can also fold it to fit smaller things and not have it take up too much space. It doesn't hold plates well though, as the photos showed. I think your plates have to be extra thin because mine weren't going in enough to stand upright. I don't know how useful this is, but you can also remove the metal parts and stretch it to fit it over your faucet, but I honestly don't know why I'd ever want to do this. And lastly, it is sturdy enough as extra food prep and washing space, and I really like how it's very versatile and easy to store away. Lastly, for the kitchen, I got this double sponge holder, very self-explanatory. This was much needed because I usually throw our little washing net in the sink, and sometimes I have a hard time finding it when dishes are all piled up in there. So far, I'm really liking the thoughtful design of these products. For this one, it's got this rubber grip around the faucet and on the clips on the back to help to keep it in place and prevent it from sliding or scratching the sink. Okay, we are out of the kitchen now. The next thing I got is this cable management box. This is another popular item that I've seen in some organization videos on YouTube. It comes with 3 slits, one where the lid closes for the main cable and 2 on opposite ends for the cables coming out of the box. I'm trying this out to tidy up this little area by our dining table where we've got a good amount of cords. It feels a little counterintuitive to place something on the floor, but it's so much more pleasing to see a white box than tangled cords. I love how this fits a standard power strip comfortably, and you can fit more cables in there along with it. And I could imagine this in many parts of your home, like behind your TV or even on your desk. Next, I also got a jewelry stand. I've been using this little tree thing, which I'm not even sure if it is a jewelry stand, but I don't find it very practical for my jewelry. Things get overlapped and I end up just jumbling things on these little plates by it. Honestly, I don't have much to say about this. I think this is just a very simple, practical jewelry holder, and you can also use it to hold like your watches. I saw it being used as a phone stand, but I don't know if I'd ever use it for that. For this little tree, I think I'll be saving it for a Christmas decor. I'm thinking that it'd be really cute to have little ornaments on it. So I got another jewelry organizer. This one is different, and I got this because I thought that it'd be a really cute little gift to save for. It's got trays that open out for keeping things separated, and when it's closed, I really like how it looks very minimal and clean. The second to last thing I got is this belt organizer, which is also very straightforward. I've been needing one to hang up me and Jason's belts. Currently, we're just rolling them up and throwing them in this little basket, and sometimes I just forget that I even have belts. So I'm hoping that this is gonna help them keep them organized and more visible. And lastly, I got two headphone stands for me and Jason's desk. We got these in black so that they can kind of blend in with our dark wooden desk. We both have headphones with super long cords. I don't know why we haven't switched to Bluetooth yet because these cords are so unnecessarily long, but they've been working fine for us. It's just that they look so messy and get tangled up everywhere. These are perfect for keeping our desks looking tidy and giving our headphones a home when we're not using them. If you made it this far, give me a headphone emoji down below. And here's my final verdict for Yamazaki products based off what I got. So my first impression is that everything I unboxed and tried out feel and seem high quality. The packaging, the wrapping, the weight and feel of them is definitely nice for home organization products. I think for certain little things though, like the belt hanger, you can probably find for half the price online, but the more presentable things like the bread box or the dish rack, I think it's worth investing in if it's going to be functional, high quality, and also fit your decor or aesthetic. I'll have to see how well these things last over time, so if you'd like an update, let me know below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up so that I can know what kind of videos to make more of. And if you'd like to see more home decor and lifestyle content from me, hit that subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you know when I upload my next one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one.